Good day, class. Today we're going to discuss about the transformation of matrices. But first, for you, how are you going to define transformation? How are you going to give definition for transformation? Is it evolving? Is it changing into something? Or becoming different than the old one? Well, all of your answers are correct. So if we say transformation, it changes something into a new one. So if we're going to connect that into the definition of the transformation of matrices, it tells us that it changes the given matrix by means of its position, its size, and its orientation. So we have different types or different examples of the transformation of matrices. We have rotating, we have reflecting, and we have scaling. So later on, we're going to further discuss these different examples, and we're going to solve and give examples on this different transformation of matrices. So, but for now, we need to know what is the purpose of this transformation of matrices. So, it represents a geometric orientation. So, kung sa madaling salita, kapag tayo ay mag-change or mag-transform ng given matrix, kailangan niya ng valid process. Or hindi kasi pwede na pinalitan lang natin yung kanyang position and we say that it is already a transformation. So, it represents an operation, or it represents the scaling, it represents rotating, and it represents reflecting. It also makes the process organized para masabi na tama or valid yung pag-transform natin ng isang matrix. So are we clear with the definition of the matrix and the transformation of matrix? So if you have any question, just type it on our chat box and we're going to interact and respond to that later on. Thank you.
Good day. Today we will discuss the representation of transformation using matrices. Matrices. So the first one is representing a point. So in a point coordinate plane, it is usually written in ordered pairs. So for example, ito po, siya po yung ordered pairs. So yung x natin, or x coordinate natin is yung 2. And then yung y coordinate natin is yung y. Okay. So in matrix naman po, naka-column matrix naman po siya. So ito po yung example niya. So yung x coordinate natin is yung nasa top, and yung y coordinate natin is yung nasa ilalim or yung nasa bottom. So ayan, yung x coordinate natin is yung 2, and then yung y coordinate natin is yung 3. Okay. So, bakit nga ba column matrices ang ginagamit natin? Kasi first, easier lang siya compute. Next, organize siya. Then, third, ginagamit siya sa multiplication transformation. Okay. Ayan. So, kayo, pwede niyo bang i-try kung paano nyo i-convert sa ordered pairs into column matrices? So, you can pause the vid and try nyo siya i-answer. Okay? Ayan. So, yung first natin is yung 4, 1. So, ang nakalagay sa taas is yung 4 and yung nakalagay sa baba is yung 1. Next natin is negative 2, 5. Yung x natin is negative 2, while yung y natin is 5. And last is 0 yung x natin and negative 3 yung y natin. Okay. Now, second topic is general transformation formula. So, itong nakikita nyo, ito yung general transformation formula. Okay. Iisa-isay natin. Ito. Okay. Ito yung transform point. So, yung transform point, ito na po yung parang, ito na yung result. Ito na yung result after ng transformation. Okay. Ang next natin is original point. So, from the word it's original point, so, ito yung original na matrix, or ito yung original na gagamitin natin. Okay. And last is transformation matrix. Ito naman yung matrix. Ito naman yung what transformation will happen. So, dyan magpabase kung paano magbabago or paano ma-transform yung point. Okay. So, practice. Try natin i-solve. So, sa tingin nyo, ano yung magiging result after that? Okay. We will find kung ano nga ba talaga. So, ang first step natin is multiply natin yung first row doon sa transformation matrices, which ito yung transformation, tapos ito yung original. Okay po. Bali, 1 times 2, yan, plus 0 times 3. Okay po, yung 1 times 2 is equals to 2, and yung 0 times 3 is equal to 0. So, 2 plus 0 is equals to 2. So, bali ang sagot natin is yung 2. Bali, may x coordinate na tayo. Okay. Next one is yung Next step natin is multiply the second column. Okay? Ito naman po, second column. So, 0 times 2 plus negative 1 times 3. So, 0 times 2 is equals to 0. And negative 1 times 3 is 3. So, 0 plus negative 3 is negative 3. So, ang sagot natin sa y-coordinate is negative 3. Okay, yan. So, in order first, 2, 3, and in matrix naman po, ito po ang paano siya isulat. Okay, so, kaya naman, term nyo naman para sagutan itong another matrix, ito transform nyo lang ulit siya. Okay, so you can, pwede nyo ulit i-pause yung video para matry yung sagutan. So, yung first step is yung first column, then yung next step is second column para makuha natin yung transformation matrix. Okay po, I guess may sagot na po kayo. So, yan. So, 1 times 3 plus 0 times 2 bali 3 plus 0. So, 3 ang sagot. And yung second row naman natin is 0 times 3 plus negative 1 times 2. Bali magiging, ang sagot natin is negative 2. So, ito po. Ito ang original. Ito ang transformation matrix. And ito na po yung final answer natin or transform matrix. Okay, the next topic is rotation, reflection, and scaling in matrix form.
Good day everyone, so I'm Alivio. I'm one of the presenters for the third part of our discussion. So before I proceed, the third part will be about rotation, reflection, and the scaling forms of matrix. So, and in each forms there will be different presenters, which I'm assigned with 1. So before I proceed with my part, I'll be asking you some directions kung saan siya, kung ano yung pinupoint niya yung directions, okay? So, for the next slide, where is the arrow pointing to? Correct? Sa left. How about this arrow? Correct? Sa right? How about rotations? Are you still familiar with the rotations? What type of rotation is this? Is this the counterclockwise or the clockwise rotation? So, correct. It's the counterclockwise rotation. Next one. Is this the counterclockwise or the clockwise? So obviously, it's the clockwise. So now, my discussion is all about the rotation matrix. Rotation matrix form. So rotation matrix is literally just a map that tracks where those two anchors land after you rotate the grid. So for rotation, meron tayong dalawang anchor. We have the X and the Y. Ito yung standard, okay? Pero meron din tayong Z, which is ibang ano na siya, pero pag-uusapan pa rin natin siya later on. So, for x-axis anchor, we have this. We have this vertical form of 1 and 0. The next one is the y-axis anchor of 0 and 1. So, bakit ganun? Kung tatanungin niyo ako kung bakit siya naka-vertical, kahit na nga ba, diba, ang x natin is dapat pa horizontal, ang sinasabi daw dito is, nakadepende daw kasi ito sa kanyang depende siya sa matrix. Sa matrix kasi na gagawin natin, yung X and Y is intended na pa vertical sila parehas kapag sinulat. Pero kapag babasahin natin sila ay dapat pa horizontal. Now, let's move to the part kung saan pag-usapan na natin kung ano nga ba yung mangyayari kapag nag-rotate na tayo ng matrix. So for that, you have to imagine that you imagine taking the whole grid and tilting it counterclockwise by an angle of theta or theta. Okay, ngayon, bakit counterclockwise lang? Actually, pwede siyang counterclockwise and clockwise. So for now, magpo-focus lang tayo muna sa counterclockwise, which is yung standard sa rotation matrix. So for this, meron din tayo X and Y anchor pa rin. And instead of yung kanina na nabanggit ko sa previous slides, yun yung kapag sinubstitute natin yung angle na 90 or theta na 90 dito, yun yung kakalabasan niya. So for x-axis anchor, we have cosine theta and sine theta. And for y-axis anchor, we have negative sine theta and cosine theta. Now, kapag pinagsama natin siya, ito na siya, rotation matrix form. We have here cosine theta, sine theta, negative sine theta, and cosine theta. So, ito na yung pinaka-standard ng rotation matrix. Okay, tatandaan natin to. So, sabi dito, this is the standard 2x2 grid of trigonometric functions used to rotate any 2D point x and y. So, around the origin of 0, 0 by a specific angle. So, 2x2 lang muna tayo. Then, Yung formal formula niya is yung new rotated points. Kapag minimin nung ato dito apostrophe is yung new rotated points natin. Okay, so yun na yun. X, new rotated point of x and new rotated point of y is equals to the cosine theta is equals to the matrix of cosine theta, sine theta, negative sine theta, and cosine theta na minultiply yung original na value ng x and y. So later on, maintindihan natin to kapag napag-usapan na natin yung ating example. So, itong ating rotation matrix form is pwede natin siyang makuha individually for the x and y. So for x, kung gusto lang natin makuha yung new point for x, ito yung ating formula. So the new point for x would be x times cosine theta minus y sine theta. So, and for y naman is, you have to multiply x by sine theta and add y cosine theta. So, ganun lang siya. Parang hinati lang natin yung matrix natin kanya sa gitna to get x and y. Okay, now let's proceed with the examples. Okay, so for our example number 1. Okay, for example number 1, we have here our formula. So, let's have first our special transformation matrix, which would be here. Which would be this one. So, let's have it substituted with our 90 degrees dito sa ating theta. So, i-direct na natin siya ngayon sa cosine 90 natin, 0. How about sine? Sine 90 ay 1. So, meaning, ito ay magiging negative 1 and 0. So, ang ating special transformation matrix would be this one. So, ano ang ating x and y? We have 4 and 0. Now, to solve this, we have to multiply them. So, gagawin natin is itong special transformation natin, i-multiply natin siya dito sa ating x and y. So, let's have first our x value. For our new point sa x, yung x natin ay magiging itong first element muna nito i-multiply natin before. So, 0 times 4 and add natin sila sa negative 1 times 0. So, this will be 0 plus 0. So, our x is 0. And for y naman, we have this. So, isosolve lang din natin. Same process na, pero dito naman tayo sa next row. So, multiply na natin. 1 sa 4 plus 0 sa 0. So, 1 times 4, 4 plus 0 times 0, 0. So, our y would be 4. So, ang final point natin, or a new point natin, from 4 and 0, siya ay magiging 0 and 4. So, nabaliktad na siya. Gets ba? Okay, let's proceed sa ating next example. And now, for the example 2. Now, for example 2 naman. So, same process lang din siya gaya sa example number 1. So, but this time, we'll be using 60 degrees. So, let's have first our special transformation matrix. So, i-direct na lang ulit natin. Cosine 60, that would be 1/2. Let's use a decimal. So, that is 0.5. And for our sine naman, 60, that would be, okay, dahil marami yung ating decimal, gumamit lang tayo ng, dalawa. So, this would be 0.87 kasi ngayon ni-round off natin. So, 0.87. So, kukopihin lang natin kasi na-solve na natin siya. Our sine would be negative 0.87 and our cosine is what? 0.5. Then, ang x and y natin is 5, 0. Kasi given na natin siya, okay? 5 and 0. Lalagay na lang natin siya. So, i-multiply na lang natin ito to get our new points. So, for x, okay, anong magagawin? Multiply ang first row sa 5 and 0. So, again, 0.5 times 5 plus negative 0.87 times 0. So, ano answer dito? 0.5 times 5. It's 2.5. 2.5 plus 0 siya kasi nga minultiply sa 0. So, ang x natin ay 2.5. For our y naman, this would be multiplying the second row sa ating x and y. So, ang ating y, 0.87 times 5 sa taas yan. Plus, hindi siya dot, okay? That is multiplication. Multiply. So, 0.5 times 0. So, ito ay magiging 0.87 times 5. Siya ay may decimal 4.35. That 0 na to, okay, huwag natin siya ilagay para mas madali. So, our y is 4.35. So, ang ating new points ay 2.5 and 4.35. Okay? Let's proceed to the next example. This, you can try rotating this matrix, okay? Now, baka may question na kayo in mind, like, can we rotate the matrix with 2 clockwise? Kasi yung both examples natin, di ba, is counterclockwise. So, actually, yes, we can rotate the matrix clockwise. So, you just have to treat the angle a negative angle. For that one, magbabago na yung formula natin. Mababaliktad na siya ng positions. The new point for x and y would be cosine theta, negative sine theta, then sine theta, cosine theta, times dun sa original value ng x and y. Okay? So, para mas magets natin, let's have this example. Now, let's have our example 3 dito. So, for example 3, di na natin siya nalagyan. So, same lang naman din siya ng formula, new points natin, para makuha, multiply natin but this time, magbabago na siya. Yung special transformation matrix natin, siya ay magiging cosine theta, negative sine theta, and sine theta, then cosine theta, then ito, x and y. Okay? So, for this one, we have 45 degrees. So, ang ating 45 degrees ay lalagay lang natin siya dito. So, 45 degrees. Cosine 45. Lagay natin siya. Gamitin natin dahil maraming decimal, tatlong decimal place naman. Okay. Pwede din namang isa ay dalawa, pero for this example, let's use 3. So, we will be using 7.7 and then negative 1. Same lang sila. Okay, same lang sila ng values. Okay, now our x and y is 4, 2. Then, same process lang, our x. Multiply natin to first row sa kanila at second row sa kanila. Okay, first row muna. Okay, 0.707 times 4 plus 0.707 times 2. Okay, 0.707 times 4 is 2.828 plus change lang natin ito 1.414. What's the answer? Plus 2.82. That would be 4.242. Okay, now let's have y. Our y, same process lang, second row naman tayo, multiply sa x and y natin. So negative 0.707 times 4 plus 0.707 times 2. Okay. Ito ay probably magiging negative din. Try natin. 0.707 negative po. Negative times 4. Okay, tama ba? Okay, tama. Magiging negative. Plus 1.14. So, ang ating y ay magiging okay, so this is magbabago. Negative 2.828 plus 1.414. Ating y ay negative 1.41. So, our new points are 4.242 and negative 1.414. Okay. Your practice, you can rotate the point of 6, 2 or x is 6 and 2 for y by 30 degrees clockwise. Now, baka naman maisip nyo na bakit 2 by 2 matrix lang yung pwede natin, pinag-uusapan natin. So, dito na papasok yung z natin. Kasi kanina, di ba, x and y anchor lang. Ngayon naman, meron na din tayong z. So, ibang approach naman yung gagawin natin kay z. So, sabi dito, 3 by 3 matrices means that we are dealing with 3D shapes. Kasi yung kanina, yung 2 by 2, ito ay 2D. So, for that, ang ating matrix ay magiging ganito na siya. So, let's have this cosine theta, then sine theta, tapos yung negative, okay, then 0. Then yung negative sine theta, then followed by cosine theta, then 0. Then for the third column natin, siya ay 0, 0, 1. Kung mapapansin nyo, yung matrix for 2 by 2 is nanatili lang siya dun sa original niyang position na pang 2 by 2. Then, ang nangyari for the third row and third column, naging 0, 0, then 0, 0, and we add here a 1. So, ito yung standard niya. And this standard means ang ginamit dito is for 90 degrees na siya. Okay, let's have this example. So, rotate the matrix for 90 degrees around z-axis. Okay. So now let's have the example number 4. So for our special transformation system as matrix, we have this one. So kung mapapansin nyo, itong 2x2 na to ay galing sa or standard natin, rotation matrix form na standard, na ginamitan sa 90 degrees kasi ang ating example ay 90 degrees. So kapag pinalit natin dito sa ating theta, yung insert na natin 90 degrees, kaya magiging 0, 1, negative 1, 0. And dahil 3x3 tayo, yung z-axis natin ay magiging 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. Okay? So our coordinates sa ating example 4 ay 1, 0, 0, 2, 3, 5, and 4, 1, 2. Okay. So, anong gagawin dito? Okay, let's first have the top row. So, i-multiply natin yung top row natin sa ating 1, 2, and 4. Okay, let's try. Multiply natin siya. So, 0 times okay, mali tayo. Okay, so now we are going to multiply the top row of our row or our special transformation 0, negative 1, 0 sa ating columns 1, 2, and 3. So ganito siyang mangyayari. So let's have first column 1. So ating column 1 ay magiging ito siya. So yung 0, ita-times natin siya sa 1 times 1 plus negative 1 times 0 itong column 1. Okay? 0 plus 0 times 0. Ngayon, yan, kung sagutan na natin, 0 times 0, 0 yan, 0 plus 0. So, ang ating ito ay magiging 0, kasi nga 0 siya lahat. So, column 2 natin, ang column 2 natin ay, ito na, 0, okay, 0 times 2 plus negative 1 times 3 plus 0 times 5. Okay, 0, 0 plus, negative 1 times 3, negative 3 plus 0. So, column 2 natin, we have here negative 3. Okay, so for column 3 natin, ganun lang, same lang, 0 times 4, tapos plus negative 1 times 1 plus 0 times 2. So, ito ay magiging 0 plus negative 1, so negative 1 yan, plus 0. So, answer natin ay negative 1. Okay, take note natin yan. So, itong makuha natin, dito na yan siya sa ating new point natin. So, ang new point kasi natin, ang magiging formula doon is yung transformation, special transformation matrix times yung ating A, di ba? Or yung ating coordinates. So, itong ginawa natin, na minultiply natin itong first row ng ating special transformation sa ating coordinates. Yan. So, kinukuha na natin yung para dito. So, ano nga ba yung para dito? Ito yung una, this one. Ito yung sunod sa column 2. Yan sa column 2. So, lagyan natin siya dito para hindi naman ito. Let's use the other side ng tablet. So, next would be, dun na sa ating second row na, middle row na natin. So, ang ating middle row ay, ang middle row natin ay yung 1, 0, 0, tapos i-multiply natin siya dito ulit. 1, 0, 0 tayo, okay? So, column 1 natin is 1 times, ito na, 1, 0, 0. 1 times 1 plus 0 times 0 plus 0 times 0. Sagot ay 1. For column 2 natin, we have 1 times 2 plus 0 times 3 plus 0 times 5. 2. So yan galing, okay? Yan, 0 times 2, 0 times 3. Yan, 0 times 2. Ito siya galing. Then 0 sa column 3 natin ay 1 times 4. So yan. I need 1 times 4, 0, 1 times 4, 0 times 1, 0 times 2. 1 times 4 plus 0 times 1 plus 0 times 2. That is 4. So, ating bagong middle row ay 1, 2. Natin. Now, at sa ating namang last column, ang ating bottom row ay ito, 0, 0, 1. Itong 0, 0, 1 na ito, yung multiply na natin sa kanila dito. Okay, ganito. For column 1, 0 times 1, 0 times 0, 1 times 0. Next ulit, 0 times 2, 0 times 3, 1 times 5. Then, susa natin pa. For column 1, 0 times 1 plus 0 times 0 plus 1 times 0, 0. Column 2, 0 times 2 plus 0 times 3 plus 1 times 5, we have 5. Column 3 natin, we have 0 times 4 plus 0 times 1 plus 1 times 2, 5. Okay? So this is for our third row na natin. Third and final row. Yan ay 0, 5, 2. 0, 5, 2. So ganito siya. At yung kung ano yung row na kailangan nyo, yun yung ulit-ulitin yung i-multiply dito sa kanila ng isa-isa. hanggang sa makakompleto na natin siya. Mamultiply na natin sa lahat ng coordinates. So, our final or our new points or coordinates would be this. So, rotate the matrix for 90 degrees around z-axis. So, that ends our discussion for rotation of matrix form. So, if you have any questions or if you are confused with the discussion and explanation, you can message me on our GC and through Messenger. Thank you.
Next is reflection. So for you, class, if we say reflection, what comes to your mind? Anong una pumapasok sa isip niyo? Mirror. Kasi it reflects us or it reflects an object. So kapag sinabi natin reflection, it is flipping across a line. Meaning or in the reflection of matrices, it also applies the same. Kung i-compare natin siya sa salamin or sa mirror, yung mirror, yung nagsisilbing line, and yung elements na pinoproject ng mirror, yung mismong elements sa matrix. So, we have different examples or we have different types of reflections of matrices. So, we have across the x-axis, we have across the y-axis, and we have across the line y equals x. First is across the x-axis. So, kapag sinabi natin across the x-axis, we have a format or we have a specific format for the x-axis, which is the reflection matrix that is projected or flashed on our PowerPoint. So, merong rules na ginagamit si x-axis, which is x and y will be transformed into x and negative y. So, meaning, sa reflection axis, ang binabago niya dito is yung y, turning it into negative 1. So, we have here an example where we're going to reflect a 2x1 matrix across the x-axis. So, first step that we need to do is to times or to multiply the 2D or the reflection matrix for the x-axis to the given matrix, which is the 2x1. So, kapag i-multiply natin sila, what we need to do? So, we need to, first we need to multiply the first column, the first row of the reflection matrix into the first column of the given matrix. So, with that, malalaman natin kung ano yung elements na meron dun sa first row na kailangan natin i-reflect. Then, next naman is yung sa second row of the reflection matrix, i-multiply natin siya doon sa first column ng given matrix natin to get the elements in the second row. So now, we already have our answer flashed on our PPT. So, kung makikita nyo, if you're going to observe it, magkaparehas lang ng elements kung ano yung nandun sa ating given matrix. However, ang nabago lang dito is yung 5. Naging negative lang siya. Which means this 5 represents the y. So the 4 or on the first row represents the x and the second row represents the y. So, kung titingnan natin, ang na-transform lang is yung 5, turning it into negative. Next is across the y-axis. So, it also have a specific reflection matrix. Kung saan, ang rule naman dito is from x and y, matatransform siya into negative x and y. So, kung kanina, ang tinatransform niya lang is yung y turning it into negative, ang tinatransform naman sa y-axis is yung x, turning it into negative x. So, we have an example here of a 2x2 matrix, and we need to turn it or we need to reflect it in across y-axis. So, first step ulit is to multiply multiply the reflection matrix for y-axis to the given 2x2 matrix. So, just the same concept as multiplying from the 2x1. Ang gagawin lang natin is to multiply the first row of the reflection matrix doon sa ating first column and the second column in order to get all of the elements para sa first column. Next naman is yung second row ng ating given matrix, second row ng reflection matrix, i-multiply natin siya sa ating first column and sa second column. So kapag na-multiply na natin siya, makukuha natin yung all of the elements for the second row. So, as you can see, we already have our answer there, which is just the same lang doon sa ating mismong example or sa ating given matrix. However, ang nabago lang dito is yung representation ng x, which is yung 2 and yung 1, na na-turn into negative sign. Kasi nga, ang rule natin for the across y-axis is that the x will turn into negative x. Are we still following po ba? If you have any questions, again, just type it on our chat box and we will respond it later on. So, as you can see, hindi lang sa 2x1 pwedeng ma-multiply ang reflection matrix, but also on 2x2 and 2x3. So, last but not the least is across the line, y equals x. So, dito naman, kung ang rule natin kanina is xy transforming into negative x and y, dito naman, si x magiging si y and si y magiging si x. So, x and y turning or transforming into y and x. So as you can see here, we have also a different format for the reflection matrix in line x equals y. And we have here an example where we need to reflect a given matrix or a given 2 by 3 matrix across the line y equals x. So ang una natin uling gagawin is to multiply the reflection matrix to the given matrix or given 2 by 3 matrix. So again, with the same concept kung paano tayo mag-multiply, i-multiply lang natin yung first row ng reflection matrix doon sa mga columns na meron yung 2 by 3 matrix. So which is meron tayong 3 columns dyan. So itong 3 columns represents, if we're going to multiply the first column, the first row of the given matrix into those 3 columns, makukuha natin yung 3 elements na meron sa first row, which is all of the elements in the first row. Next naman is we're going to multiply the first row, the second row of the reflection matrix to all of the columns na meron si given matrix in order to get all of the elements for the second row. So as you can see here, na meron na tayong answer, and if you're going to observe it, yung mga elements, or if you're going to compare it on our given matrix, makikita natin na yung mga elements na nasa x is napunta dun sa y, or napunta siya sa baba, while yung yung mga elements na meron sa baba or sa y, or that represents the y, ay naging representation siya ng x. So do we have any questions regarding this? Okay, if meron, just comment it on our chat box, okay? So as you can see here that we also have other types of reflection matrices. So we have here a reflection about the line y equals negative x and a reflection about the origin. So you can see here that it also have a specific format for the reflection matrix, and they also have a specific row. So I also have a question for you, class. So if you're going to observe it, all of our examples kanina is about 2 by 2 or 2 by 1, 2 by 2, 2 by 3 given matrix. So is it possible ba to reflect a 3 by 3 matrix if you're going to analyze it? Of course, it is possible. Pero it will undergo na sa another type of matrix or another type of reflection matrix, which is 3D reflection matrix. So yung mga ginawa natin kanina is a 2D reflection matrix. As you can see, doon sa mga reflection matrix na pinang-multiply natin, ay they are all 2 by 2, di ba? 2 by 2 sila. So sa 3 by 3 matrix naman, or if we're going to reflect a 3 by 3 matrix, gagamit na tayo ng 3D reflection matrix, or ito yung mga 3 by 3 na matrix or specific format for different types of reflection matrix. So with the same concept of multiplication, ganun lang din naman natin siya ipag-multiply. So we're not gonna further discuss about the 3D reflection matrix kasi mas complicated siya, or it is complex, or masyadong mapapahaba pa kasi marami siyang may another involved variables na kasi dito. Since sa 2D matrix, ang involved lang is x and y as our representation point, sa 3 by 3 matrix is involved na yung z. So it will be 3 variables. And it also works the same as 4 by 4 and so forth. Okay? So now, we're going to have a practice. So as you can see, we have 3 problems here. Problems for 2 by 1, 2 by 2, and 2 by 3. So you can pause this video while answering or solving this turning this or transforming this into reflection matrix or the required reflection matrix, and later on I'll going to flash the answers after you answer the following problem. Okay, so we can now flash the answers. You can pause the video to check if your answers are correct. So if you get all the answers correct, good job. Good job for that. And if you did not, it's also good job for trying, because you can still try different types of problems in order for you to catch up and get the answers correct. So thank you for participating, guys. That's all. Thank you.
Before we start, I have a question. What happened if we zoom in the feature? It called enlargement. And what happened if we zoom out the feature? It called reduction. In mathematics, this is called scaling. Scaling is enlarging or reducing objects while keeping the same shape. And this is the formula of scaling. A is a horizontal scale factors or x-axis, and B is a vertical scale factors or y-axis. Let's move forward. For our example, we have given point 2 and 3. So what is the x coordinate? 2. And for y coordinate, we have 3. Very good. So for our scale factors, we have 2, 0, 0, 2. So let's solve. First is we multiply the scale factors to coordinate. So 2 times 2 is equals to 4, and 2 times 3 is equals to 6. So we have a new point 4 and 6. So are we enlarging or reducing?
it enlarged because the scale factors is greater than 1. So let's have a practice. For problem 1, our original point is 3 and 2 and the scale factors is 3, 0, 0, 3. Will the point become bigger or smaller? So start solving the problem 1 now. Let's check your answer. Ano yung ginawa nyo? You multiply the scale factors to coordinate. So we have 3 times 3 is equals to 9 and 3 times 2 is equals to 6. So our new point is 9 and 6. So yung tanong kanina kung ito ba is malaki or hindi, so alam nyo naman na yung sagot is bigger. For problem 2, our original point is 6 and 2 and the scale factors is 1 half, 0, 0, 1 half. So, if the scale factors is less than 1, what happened? So, start solving now. Let's check your answer. Ganito ba yung ginawa nyo? 1 half times 6 is equals to 3 and yung vertical factors natin which is 1 half pa rin. So 1 half times 2 is equals to 1. So our new point is 3 and 1. Lumaki ba or lumiit? Yan, very good. Lumiit lalo. So, ganun yung scaling. Enlarging or reducing. Based siya sa scale factors natin. So, take note guys, sa scaling, if the scale factors is greater than 1, it enlarge. And if the scale factors is less than 1, it reduce. Katulad sa naging example at mga sinagutan yung problem, nakita nyo na lumaki or lumiit yung mga point. And that's all for scaling.
So, good day. Ako nga pala si JBG Granada at ipapresent ko naman is yung letter D, which is composition of transformation using matrix multiplication. So, paano nga ba natin makuha yung transformation using matrix multiplication? Para makuha yun, kailangan natin multiply yung dalawang matrices natin. Ano nga ba yung matrices natin? Matrix A natin, which is reflection across the y-axis, or negative 1, 0, 0, and 1. Yung role neto is x, y, then 2, negative x, and y. So, next matrix naman natin is enlargement by factor 2. Yung matrix B is 2, 0, 0, and 2. Yung role naman natin dito is x and y, 2, 2x, and 2y. So, bali madodoble siya kasi 2 yung value natin. So, dito na tayo sa part na i-multiply natin yung row by column. So, para makuha yun, titingin tayo dito sa ating slides. Excuse me. Which is, pinag-combine na natin yung row and column para multiply na natin yung final matrix natin. So, yung first column natin is, first row natin is 2, then yung first column natin is negative 1. 2 times 1, then plus, yung second row naman natin is 0, then yung second column natin is, tawag dun, 0. So, 0 siya. So, 2 times negative 1 is negative 2 plus 0. So, yun yung value natin sa unang natin, sa pinaka-final matrix natin. Then, next naman tayo sa sa second row, 2 times 0 plus 0 times 1. Pag pinag-add natin yung dalawang 0 na yun is lalabas 0. Yun yung value natin sa pangalawa. So, sa pangatlo naman, 0 times negative 1 plus 2 times 0. 0 pa rin siya kasi lahat ng ita times natin ng 0 is magiging 0. So, yung last value natin sa final matrix natin is 0 times 0 plus 2 times 1. So, yung 0 times 0 na is 0 na siya. Plus, 2 times 1. 2, di ba? Tama. So, yung final matrix natin is, makita natin sa gilid, which is sa slides natin. Yung final matrix natin is, B times A is equals to negative 2, 0, 0, and 2. Ganun lang kadali, guys. So, proceed naman tayo sa point. Paano nga ba natin matransform yung point natin? Siyempre, multiply din natin yun sa magitan ng pinaka-final matrix natin. Multiply natin yun sa point, 3, and 1. So, i-multiply natin siya gamit yung row by column. Yung first, first row natin is negative 2 times 3 and 0 times 1. So, sa negative 2 times 3 natin is lalabas is 6. So, yung 0 times 1 naman is 0 naman automatically. So, next row natin is 0 times 3 plus 2 times 1. So, may 0 na is, ganyan yun. So, 0 na yun. So, 2 times 1 is 2. So yung pinaka-final point natin or transformation point natin is from 3 and 1 to negative 6 and 2. So yun yung final point natin or yung transformation point natin. Makikita natin sa slides natin dito sa ating gilid is yung pinaka-final answer natin, which is yung b times a is equals to negative 2, 0, 0, and 2. Then yung final point natin na yung una is hindi pa siya nag-transform, which is yung 3 and 1 hanggang sa naging negative 6 and 2 na siya. So ganun i-multiply yung matrices. Since naiintindihan nyo na yung pagkuha ng multiplication matrix, may ipapakita ko sa inyong practice para ma-enhance nyo or magamit nyo yung multiplication matrix sa darating na exam, gano'n. Yun. Yung number 1 natin is ito, nasa gilid ng slides. Then yung number 2, so pwede magkasama na siya. So bibigyan ko kayo ng chance na i-post yung ating video para sagutan or masagutan nyo yung tanong. So after nyo masagutan yung dalawang tanong na ibinigay ko bilang practice ninyo, ipapakita ko yung pinaka-final answer niya sa sa slides. So maaari nyo na lang i-post din para makita nyo or ma-correct nyo kung ano ba yung mali, mga pagkakamali nyo, or para malaman nyo kung tama ba kayo o hindi. So yun lang po.